Good evening, gentlemen. It's 10 o'clock. It's Thursday, the 3rd of November, and many people are traveling very soon, and I'm one of them. It's coming up very, very soon to this channel. So nice of you all to be here. This will be my last, live stream, maybe my last video or anything before I begin my traveling pretty soon. So, let's see who's here. Mark Ollig, let me see. Mark Ollig is here. Nice to hear from you, Mark. Really, really nice to hear from you. Hope all's well, mate. Niall M is here. Ginger Joe. Ginger Joe's here. Eddie, hope you are well, mate. Now, let me just say, as many of you will know, I've had, a few physical problems, aches and pains, various. Somebody after my last live stream on the Steady Eddie live channel, I uploaded it, and somebody watching on replay, said, I hope this isn't going to be 2 hours of people asking how your shoulder is. So I don't want to dwell too much on that subject, but I'm able to I can actually now get a T-shirt on. I don't know, if who knows this, but I was having to actually cut up old T-shirts down the middle because that was the only way I could get them over my head. But I'm a bit more. It's better now. It's not perfect, but it's better anyway. So I think I'm fit to travel. Kenny J, nice to hear from you. Dino 11. Dino 11. What's this? Even Ed, you're getting some new black T-shirts for your trip, or you're taking your modified ones. Do you know something? The other night I did a live stream on Steady Eddie Live, and it was Halloween. But I still wasn't in a position. I would have liked to put some sort of costume on, but it just wasn't physically possible for me to do that. But it was a good stream anyway. And that Dracula T-shirt that I bought at Vlad the Impaler's castle, I still haven't worn that yet, so I'll be taking that with me. Sean, nice to hear from you. Alan Hunter, a smooth operator. Leo Malley, nice to hear from you. I am Tilt, nice to hear from you, mate. Dutch Farang, is this the old intro? Yeah, that's the old intro. One of the intros, I accidentally erased it from the laptop. Cy London, hope you're feeling better. Yeah, feeling a bit better now. I'm still waking up with aches and pains, but it's getting better. At the end of the day, I did think a couple of weeks ago, it just might not be realistic for me to get on an airplane. It might, do that travel. It might, but now, yeah, I'm fit to go. I'm fit to go. Asian Paradise, nice to hear from you. Brian Street, evening, mate. Getting my rant out of the way early. 2-year recession in Kent, overrun with boat people. What's going on? Oh, Jesus. Thanks for that super chat, by the way, Brian. I appreciate that, mate. Kent's overrun with, oh my God, oh my. We talk about this on the other channel. It's always in the news. Everyone's banging on about it. Suella Braverman is our new, Home Secretary, and she says she's going to do all the things about controlling immigration that all the other people didn't manage to do. We'll see. I believe it when I see it. All as I know is that since Brexit, which was supposed to be taking control of our borders, we've got more bloody immigrants than ever. Yeah, but well, nice to hear from you, Brian. Capo 17. Patriots just won. I had a plan to move to live in Cambodia in the future. Well, I can think of a lot worse places to be. Like down in the streets, or down in the sewer, or even on the end of a skewer. You remember that one? Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Hi, Ed. When you leave for your trip, will you be filming from start to finish like last time, where you filmed the coach ride, airport, plane, immigration? I'll see. I'll try and do. Yeah, I'll do a vlog. I'll do a vlog about traveling. My travels to Bangkok, but it will be a cheerful one this time. I mean, the one that I've done early this year was really, really depressing. It's so depressing, I couldn't even bear myself to watch that again. All that PCR rubbish, oh my God, it was horrendous. But unfortunately, that's all seems to be behind us now. So yeah, I'll be doing a vlog, but it'll be a more cheerful one. Anyway, thanks for asking. Anyway, Andrew Simpson, nice to hear from you. Terry Jones, Singapore down. Chaz Brown, Gregory Rasputin is leaving on Wednesday. Good for you. Sean the Prawn, hey Eddie, Jesus, it's chilly tonight. Well, I haven't actually put the heating on at home yet. I haven't put it on yet, but it's early November now, and it's still. This is not really winter yet. This is still very, very much autumn time. But you know, I'm leaving at the right time anyway. I know that much. From next week, it'll be shorts and t-shirts all the way. Yoz Travels. Yoz Travels, good evening, Ed and gang. 5 bloody days and counting. Good for you, Yoz. Good for you. I'll probably see it out there. I'm going to be. I'm not going to give my itinerary away, but I'm going to be in Thailand pretty soon anyway, and Yoz is as well. I think it's going to be a good season. A lot of people are going out to Thailand. Some people have just arrived there. You know, some old faces, you know, from YouTube have just arrived in Thailand, and I think it's good. I think it's going to be good. I do think it's going to be a good. I think it's going to be. I think this is going to be the first proper peak season for 3 years, and I think it will. I think it will live up to it somehow. I'm feeling quite positive about it. Let's see. Well, Forever Traveller. Good evening, Dutch Farang. Barry from EastEnders. Barry from EastEnders. Last stream will miss you. Oh, don't worry, I'll be back. You know, I'm going to be taking my laptop, and I'm even going to remember my webcam this time. We'll discuss what's going to happen with the travels coming up pretty soon. You know what kind of shape or form it's going to take. Just say hello to a few others. Paul UK. I mate, just wondering where will you be at Christmas? Christmas. I would imagine I'll probably be in. I should think I'll be in Cambodia then. Well, I'll be in Cambodia. I don't think I'll be in Thailand. I'm starting in Thailand, but I will be going to Cambodia. Adrian Baker. Morning, Ed from Sydney. Good evening. Harry Holt. Hello, I hope you're well. Been a while since I was last on. Hopefully be heading out to Thailand in March next year. March is a good month. It's just slightly past the peak season, but just before the low season. It's a good month there. John K, thank you. Dixie Enormous. Smooth Operator. Let's see, Steve Shakto. Let's see, Shakito. Checking in from Kuta Real Ted. Okay, thank you. Steve P. We'll miss you, Ed. I'm not actually going anywhere. I mean, you know, you won't miss me because I'm going to be still on YouTube, very, very much on YouTube. I'll even be doing a few streams like this, only without this background. I mean, I'm going abroad, but I'm taking everyone and everything with me. Will Barnes, thank you. Connie Lingus. My nephew from Scotland told me to watch your channel. All about travel, he said. Looking forward to you, my dear. Love from Connie. And your nephew has got excellent taste, I must say, anyway. Give him my regards, and nice to have you here, Connie. Okay, let's see. Ian UK, big up, Ed. Can't wait to watch your vlogs over there. I'm going on December the 6th. I'm going on December for 6 weeks. That sounds bloody good, mate. Sounds good to me. Good for you. Good for you. Sean the Prawn, Fast Legal House CA. Leo Malley, sounds like President Marcos of the Philippines got rid of all restrictions now. Is it me or is it you that's living about 40 years in the past? I heard the Philippines got rid of Marcos, didn't they? Unless you know something I don't know. I don't know. Am I not up to date with the Philippines? Thanks anyway. Let's see. Mike from Wales. I got Mike from Wales, Will Barnes. Oh, here's me missus here. Ed Sweeney's 20 stone white back in England. Fancy going to Blue Bar. Fantastic beers and great company, plus a pool table. Food is all right. You great fat mince. Okay, I don't know where Blue Bar is, but it sounds tasty. Matthew Cartwright, nice to hear from you. Wayne Kerr. Evening, Ed. You still live in the UK for a few months. Wonder if there'll be any room left when you come back. Yeah, Wayne Kerr, even Ed, soon you'll be living in the UK for a few months. I wonder if there'll be any room when you come back. Probably full with Albanians. Oh God almighty. It's all. I mean, I watch those YouTube channels as well. I watch the same, people giving opinions, and I watch the news. I have the news running, and I don't know. We've Suella Braverman was berated for using the word invasion. Our country's being invaded. Well, it bloody looks that way to me. I mean, 40,000 in this year since Brexit. I mean, funny enough, very very few of these people. They give all the reasons for it, and people smugglers and all the rest of it, but they very very rarely use the words soft touch. I mean, that's the reason that they want to come to Britain, because we're a soft touch. We should stop being a soft touch country. McLaren of One Race, Mr. Ed the Steady, nice to have you. I'm drunk as usual. On Thai-ski Polish tonight about our beef and black bean sauce. Oh, so it looks lovely. Dutch Farang, Eddie looks recovered. I'm feeling a bit better. I was still when I wake up, when I wake up, and I feel aches and pains, but they do go, and I'm back into the exercise anyway. I have lost a bit of weight. It's just the belly. The belly is stubborn. I was hoping by now to have a six pack, but this is about as close as I'm getting to a six pack, unfortunately. I'll be weighing myself next week when I get out in Bangkok. See what the result is. The big weigh-in. Let's see. Project Sexy Time. It's Thursday night with the Sweeney. Okay, thank you. So let's see now. Let's see. Touch for rank. How was your shoulder? Ask the guy who posted that comment about, is this going to be 2 hours of people asking, so it's getting better anyway. Thanks for asking anyway. It's getting better, but I've had problems with my right shoulder, my left shoulder, my right leg. It's only my left leg that seems to escape. You never know what's going to happen next. But I've got a sneaky feeling that it is the colder weather coming in that causes this stuff. I mean, I've had this before. I've felt fine, but as soon as October comes and the temperature drops a few degrees, you start getting aches and pains, all over the place. I just want to get out of this country. Timothy Rogers, good morning from Ohio, USA. Okay, nice to hear from you, mate. Okay, Barry Harmon, you're looking fit and well, Eddie. Okay, thanks for that, mate. Mister, nice to hear from you. Rendog, as long as the old codger is working, it's all good, my man. Okay, we'll have to see about that one. Let's see. That one guy, the world is crumbling. Get to your spot. Okay. Super nice to hear from you. Leo Malley, you can get t-shirts on, but can you get them off for the soapy? Oh, honestly, geez, that was a strange feeling that I actually couldn't. It was too painful to put a bloody t-shirt on. That was a strange scenario. That really was. But I managed to be. Oh, I think I'll be okay now anyway, until something else happens. Pinball, nice to hear from you. Pinball, nice to hear. Even there, good to hear from you. Got a t-shirt on. Stephen O'Connor, morning, Ed. Will you be dropping by Phnom Penh at some stage over your travels? I would have thought so. I'm not quite sure when just yet. But I could be passing through that way. Stephen is a teacher in Phnom Penh, by the way. So nice to ask. Nice to hear from you, Steve. Matthew Cartwright, okay. Z Chan, nobody wants to see an old crippled man travel. Okay, thanks very much, mate. Thanks for that. Let's see. Leeds, good evening, mate. Good evening. Danish bacon, good evening. If I haven't said already, Chaz Brown. That's what luggage will you say for your long trip, Lord? Yeah, I'll be taking my 20-kilo suitcase this time, and probably a little smaller bag, because it's included in the airline, and it's a good reputable airline. This is a long trip. I'm going to be away for 4 months, so I mean the 20 kilos. A 20-kilo suitcase. That's ample. Some say, why do you need a big suitcase? Well, they show me by the time I put t-shirts and various other things, I managed to get these things into the suitcase. And then when I'm traveling, I don't really buy that much, souvenirs. I don't really buy souvenirs. And yet whenever I leave every hotel, sometimes I struggle to get the bloody thing closed again. I don't know how I do it. Popico, good evening, Ed. Are you on holiday mode? Yeah. I don't feel like it, to be honest with you. I should really feel kind of excited about it, but I just want to get that airplane journey out the way. I'm not afraid of flying. I don't have a phobia of flying or nothing like that. It's just that it's such a long process. Although this one is a lot more straightforward than the one earlier this year. I just want to. I'll tell you what, I'll be happy when I'm arriving at my hotel in Bangkok. That's when I'll really, really be happy. Nice to hear from you anyway. Let me see. Okay, smooth operator. Sorry if I've missed everyone. Yeah, smooth operator 440. Okay, thanks for that super chat, mate. Have your first drink on me, Ed. Thanks for all the streams. They give me good entertainment driving to and from work. And the guy, well, that is so nice to hear. That's so nice to hear that even while you're driving, you're listening to this friendly voice, friendly voice. Thank you, thanks for that, mate, and thanks for that super chat. I really appreciate that. I was going to skip forward. I'm sorry if I'm skipping forward too much here. Yours Travels, another nice super chat. Cheers, mate. Cheers for that, fellow Scouser. Your first pint in the airport, kidder. Thailand, World Cup, sexy ladies, beer, hot weather, cheap 5-star hotels, beaches and islands. Only Carlsberg made holidays. Jesus, man, you make me feel envious when you phrase it like that. And I'm actually going. I'm actually going to be indulging in all of that. Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it, mate. That's a nice way of putting it. Carlsberg. Funnily enough, I've been having the luxury of a Carlsberg today, the Carlsberg Expert, because after a while, this Coors Light, not Coors Light, this Coors does taste a bit weak after a while. So, for the remaining days that I'm here, I'm going to have the luxury. And I've actually got Guinness in the fridge as well. The reason I bought Guinness today from the co-op is because when I get out to Thailand, if you fancy a pint of Guinness in Thailand, it's bloody expensive. So I may as well, get a few from the co-op before I go. Thanks for that super chat, yours. Appreciate that, mate. Appreciate that. So I'm just going to go back in the chat a little bit because I did miss a fair bit. Let's see. Who's this? Tom Streeter. The immigration issue has been deliberately created by the EU. Revenge for Brexit. It does seem strange. I mean, what is it, 6 or 7 years on from Brexit now, and we thought that, we thought that, we've got our borders back after the few, awkward years, we'll have our borders back, and there's more bloody immigrants coming in than ever, and it's not going to get any better. It is not going to get any better. It isn't. Well, whatever they say, unless they do something really drastic. Because a lot of these people, I know this year we had the flood of Albanians who were coming here for all the wrong reasons. But if all of these people who have come from the Africa, all of these third world countries, they're having too many children. They're having too many children that they can't feed, and sooner or later, the children are going to bloody, be heading this way, aren't they? There's plenty of these dingy people. There's plenty of these dingy people coming from places like African countries who probably shouldn't have been born in the first place. simply because they, if they're 20-year-old fellas, 20 years ago, their families that had them couldn't afford to feed them, and they've ended up bloody coming here. It's not going to get any better. It's not, definitely not. Let's see, go on. We'll be packing my bag Saturday with wheels up on Tuesday the 7th. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Capo17. There was a YouTuber named Ed who couldn't sleep in his bed. He sat on his bum drinking Lamb's Navy rum and slept in his armchair instead. Bum, bum. That is bloody good, that. I mean, that's for those who don't know. It is actually truthful. I've spent a week or so sleeping in an armchair simply because it was too uncomfortable to sleep in on my side in the bed. I actually found an armchair was better, but I'm coming out of all of that now anyway. I like it. Good stuff, mate. Martin Saunders. Hi, Eddie. Marty watching from New Zealand. Have a great trip when you're back in Thailand. Okay, cheers to that. Thanks. Okay. Danish Bacon. First peak season for 3 years, but 2019 it was winding down since 2016. Well, I don't know. I mean, I know some people say, people have always said Pattaya's been on a decline. I'm not a Pattaya vlogger. I go to other places as well. I mean, in the last couple of years, it stopped me from going there. Simply because of the pandemic. I mean, the 4 months that I've done in Thailand early this year, I didn't plan that. I wanted to go to other places, but I was reluctant to do it because I didn't want to cross any borders and take any more of those PCR tests. It was the PCR test and the threat of being bunged in a quarantine hotel that was preventing me from going to other countries, really. So, but it's going to be different this time. Paul Oskin, nice to hear from you. Let's see. Tonto, nice to hear from you. Okay. Englishman in Malta has got a great channel in that delightful place, Malta. Nice to hear from you, mate. Stephen O'Connor. Cambodia has had a recent surge in travellers, mainly younger 20-something backpackers, but still good to see the economy picking up. Okay, well, that's good, isn't it? They're not against those backpacking people. They're fairly harmless enough. You tend to find you find more of those in Siam Reap, don't you? That's a really popular place with the young people. Yeah, I think it'll be a good season. Brian Hudson, Eddie, on the Wirral now, forced to have Manston residents. No choice. Cancelled for last night. Another huge story breaking on GB News at 7 p.m. That's the second time today I've heard about that on the Wirral. But apparently, it's not a lot of. Are they Albanians that are being stuffed there? Albanians, oh God, it's sick. It's just sick. It is. Chuck Martin's good to have the Space Hotel back. Is that new one? Harry Holt, class, if I'm able to come over there while you're there. Yeah, March realistically is the only real time I'm able to get out there. And March is a good month. Ian Bowden, hi Eddie. Are we talking travel or other stuff tonight? Well, basically, this is my last live stream from home before I get travel. So it is travel talk. If anyone wants to talk about travel, I mean, well, let me just say that the other channel that I have, Steady Eddie Live, that's actually done okay. Okay, it hasn't really rocketed ahead. There isn't many subscribers or whatever, but we have a great little community there. And we do big questions, and we talk about other subjects like immigration and was the moon landing real or fake, all kinds of strange things. Has Liz Truss got a nice pair of knockers? We talk about all kinds of things on the other channel, and it's a good little community. It is a really, really good little community. I mean, the other night I thought that stream was good, but that's for the Steady Eddie Live channel. Now, let me just explain something. I don't really know what's going to happen to that channel when I'm traveling, because Thailand is now 7 hours ahead of us, and 10 o'clock on a Monday night or Tuesday night would be 5 o'clock in the morning. And that's when I usually, like to do the Steady Eddie live stuff. So 5 o'clock in the morning is a bit unrealistic. So, but I'll think of something. I mean, all of the stuff here, that I'll be doing on the forthcoming travels will be on this channel because it is a travel channel. But the Steady Eddie live channel, I don't want to forget about that one. We'll find the right little moments to do that, and maybe talk about some topical stuff. Because even when I'm traveling, I still want to keep in touch with what's happening back in England. Anyway, nice to hear from you. Anyway, Ian. Johnny B, nice to see you, Ed. You must be absolutely buzzing. I watched your old videos earlier. You haven't changed at all. Okay, thanks for that, mate. Thanks for that. Nice to hear from you. Dutch Farang, Space Hotel back. I thought it was new. Yeah, this is a big fat bestie. He was a very, very good vlogger. He's been on this. He's actually been interviewed on here. He's done some really good hotel reviews while he's been in Pattaya, and he's done a live stream from the Space Hotel. And I think he's got a video coming soon. Looks very, very expensive though. Brian Hudson, another huge story breaking on GB News at 7 p.m. I've got to see the details of this. RNLI crews are being kicked out of a Whittle hotel for Albanian migrants who they helped cross the channel. Some things just bloody make you angry, don't they? Oh my God. When will Britain stop being a soft touch? And yet they're not using this phrase very much. Nigel Farage often uses that phrase, soft touch. But that's the core of it all. They're coming here because we're a soft touch. We need to stop being a soft touch. Leo Malley, Ed Marcus. Marcus' son is president of Philip. Is that right? I'm not really up to date then, am I? I thought it was that Duarte. I thought Duarte was the president. Marcus' son is the president. I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me. Paul Hoskin, have you exchanged any money yet? Not yet. I've got me little ways of doing that. Anyway. Englishman in Malta, UK not alone. Malta just turned 2 boats away yesterday. Well, at least they're turning boats away. That's more than we're bloody doing. Scaffolder John. So many people now asking why our immigration system is in chaos and why they don't have a proper nationalist party to vote for until they wise up and understand. Oh, it's all a bloody farce. It's all a farce. I'm watching a lot about the the new government and all of that. But the thing is that each one says we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to put the foot down. But then the European Human Rights Act, somebody that throws a bloody spanner in the works, and I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. Oh, Gaz is having a nice evening. Hi, Eddie. I'm wearing a pink dress in bed with some 77-year-old granny. Okay, that's good. That's good for you, mate. Have a lovely evening. Okay. Thomas Hardy. Most all Eastern European countries are empty. They all come with the benefits and handouts. Well, I wouldn't exactly say that. I mean, a lot of those Eastern Europeans do come here and work. They do work, mate. But there are some are better than others. Let's just say that much. El Certifico, hi from Toronto, Eddie. How can I get some of that free British cash? Free British cash. Well, just buy a dinghy, buy a cheap dinghy, turn up a bloody Dover, and you'll get a nice hotel, and you'll get meals, and you'll get all that you want, mate. Promise you. Singapore, Dan, 40k is small compared to 2 million plus crossing the US border each year. Really? Jesus Christ. Yeah, but when you put it like that. Scaffolder John, like and share. Okay, thank you for that, Scaffolder John. Really, well, pressing the like button really does make all the difference, and sharing the video makes the difference as well. So thanks for that, mate. S Travels 4K. Good evening, mate. Your last live stream from the UK. Looking forward to seeing your Thailand content and live streams. Hope you and everyone else going to have a joyful and safe journey. Cheers. Okay, thanks for that, mate. Now, S Travels 4K has a great channel. He does walking videos, and a lot of them are really, really entertaining, beautifully filmed. And I am looking forward to the ones that he has coming out this weekend. Note S Travels 4K. He's got videos, walking videos from Rome and the Vatican coming out this week. So I am going to watch them. I'm really, really looking forward to that. Well, Rome's beautiful city. Can't wait to see your videos, mate. Really looking forward to that. Let's see that. Brian Hudson, Eddie, I'm out there in Thailand for 12 weeks, starting the 1st of December. Hope I can buy you a bed over there. Well, that should be around there. That's. I think that's. I don't know whereabouts I'm going to be, but thanks for that anyway. Bring a jumper with you. A little cold first thing in the morning here in Pattaya. If I ever experienced that, I'm not quite sure. Let's see. Jeez, I'm well behind in the chat. Let's see. Dutch Farang. You all got to see between Europe and only enters by the tunnel and ferries. If you can't keep out, it's just weak. Okay. Let's see. Stephen West, Malaysia does a 3-month visa on arrival. Is that right? Is that true? Malaysia. I went to Malaysia once. It wasn't one of my. Well, certainly wasn't my favorite Southeast Asian country. Yeah, Gaz77. I've tried to get a free plane ticket to Thailand, but I can't. So I've got this 77-year-old granny in bed, and she's paid for my plane ticket to Thailand. So we're in Thailand in 2 weeks for 3 months. Good for you, mate. She sounds like a real raver. She sounds like a real raver. Why don't you just take her with you? Go on, take her with you. I'm sure she'll find all those ladyboys to be bloody hilarious. Imagine you walking around with a 77-year-old granny. The two of you go and have a bloody dirty massage together or a soapy. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Let me see now. Connie Lingus. This is the lady whose son was, has got his nephew in Scotland recommend this channel. I thought this was going to be like Wish You Were Here. My nephew will be getting an earful. Mind you, he's probably getting a mouthful right now. Dirty beggar. What, did you expect to see Judith Chalmers here, did you? I mean, what Judith Chalmers, you ever remember her on Wish You Were Here? Jesus, what kind of a presenter was she? I mean, she's done all this travel. She went to places like Vietnam and all kinds of other things. Have you seen her? Who the hell would want to bloody see Judith Chalmers, for Christ's sake? Going to all of these countries. Oh my God almighty, it was nauseating. Anyway, Tom Streeter. Ed, what technology do you use when you're away? A camera, laptop, etc. Well, that'll do for starters. I haven't actually bought any new equipment, this year, because during the pandemic, I had stuff that I didn't really use during the pandemic, so a lot of it is still reasonably fresh. But I do tend to use my Oppo Reno 4 because it's proved to be bloody good. I bought it last year. And it's not perfect, but it has proved to be a good phone, good camera phone for videos and all of that. And as for the laptop, I have a HP, whatever it is, and it's good. It's a good laptop. I bought that last year, and it's a good top of the range one, a Pavilion, I think it is. And what else? What else? Oh yeah, I still have a Canon G7X. And a GoPro as well, a GoPro Hero 7. So, I think they're all sort of adequate enough. Rookie DIY, hoping a dirty dozen is planned for your next trip. Oh, don't worry about that, mate. Sorted, sorted. Okay, let me see now. Let me see, okay. Let's see, what's this? Connie Lingers. My nephew Wildcat has had to change his YouTube name because he keeps getting on banned. An American is called, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, okay, whatever. Patriotus one. Cambodia is cheap as long as you don't go to red light district area. Well, women don't come cheap, do they? I mean, it's the same here. I mean, if you want to save money, just don't bother with women. That's the way it is, unfortunately. Jock Martins. The whole of Western Europe is under invasion. Not only the UK, but by the way. Well, yeah, for all the reasons that I you see so many discussions on this sort of stuff, but there's people in poor countries who can barely afford to feed themselves, and they're still having children, and those children, they can't afford to feed those children. Those children are going to go, like I said for the moment, a lot of those young fellas who are coming from impoverished countries, if they're 25 years old, at the time that they were born, they were probably born into families that couldn't afford to feed them properly. Just couldn't give them the opportunities. They should stop having so many children. Really, but it's easier said than done. Let's see. Paul Hoskins, will you be having any fish fingers on holiday? Not, Captain Birdseye is not on the menu, unfortunately. Mark Hanley, I met a Colombian girl in London. Always meet her on the way to work. Stunner. Having a date with her on Saturday. Dental nurse. Oh, well, good for you, mate. That sounds very, very nice. Tony's Travels. Have I tuned into Steady Eddie or GB? Oh, you can't please everyone, can you? You can't please everyone. Okay, well, what I want to talk about, basically, seeing I'm going away for 4 months, is what is the plan? What is the plan for the 4 months of travel? Well, let me just tell you, I'm not a Pattaya vlogger. I will be going to Pattaya, like a lot of guys, simply because it's a wonderful place. It's great fun, and a lot of people go there, and it's a good vibe and everything. But I'm not a Pattaya vlogger, and there's no way that I'm going to be spending the whole 4 months there. No way. I'll be there sporadically. Earlier this year, I spent more time in Pattaya than what I would normally do. But then I spent more time in Thailand than what I normally would do. I didn't go to other countries. So the plan is, for the first month of the travel, I will be in Thailand. I'll be in Bangkok and Pattaya. So what kind of videos are going to be hitting this channel? Well, let's understand something. Bangkok, the areas of Bangkok that you want to, the touristy areas, and the whole of Pattaya, they're very, very much red light areas, and it's difficult. It's not the easiest thing to do vlogs in red light areas, because a lot of people just don't want to be on film. So I'm not so sure. I think what I'm going to be doing for the first month is really having a holiday and enjoying myself and being relaxed. I will be making videos from Bangkok and Pattaya. But the fact is, there's so many Thai vloggers out there, and a lot of these seem to be doing the same old thing. So there will be videos for the first month, but I'll be mainly having a holiday for the first month. But I think it'll be from the second month onwards that I think I'll be making the more interesting videos. From the second month, I'll be heading to Cambodia and maybe other places. Now, there's not a lot of Cambodian vloggers right now. And, so really, I mean, I wouldn't expect miracles from what's coming up in Bangkok and Pattaya. You only have to switch on YouTube. I mean, there's now a lot more Pattaya vloggers, especially, than there were before. There's some of them are really good. So there are, some of them are really, really good. But there's so many of them. So I'm not going to be another Thai vlogger. I don't really think another Pattaya vlogger. I don't really think I could add anything to that. I will be doing videos from there, but don't expect miracles. You know what I mean? Don't expect revolutionary stuff. It's Pattaya's being so much overdone. I mean, what I'll be doing, I'll be having me fun there. But the thing is, after that first month of having my fun in Thailand, I think I'll be refreshed from that. And really, after that, I'll be more interested in making videos than having fun. So I think the plan is that the better videos that I'll be making during my travels will come after the first month. I think that's what seems to be the plan. Bobby Crush, I've had enough of this lefty cesspit country. I'm making plans to leave and never come back. Good for you, mate. Good for you. I mean, when you think about it, I mean, you know, when you think about it, one of the reasons that us British people are reluctant to leave the UK is that we worry. You know, we feel that we may need the national health at one time, but right now at this moment in time, the national health isn't all that it should be. It really isn't. Asian paradise. The USA has been invaded since early 2021. I would have thought it was. I would have thought, wouldn't have thought. So I would have thought to be invaded earlier than that. Yours Travels, vlogging a dead horse, is doing some great vlogs in Cambodia. Couldn't say to him first, but he's won me over. Actually seems a decent bloke, and he is. He's got a good channel. He has got a really good channel. I watch a lot of his videos, and geez, you've got to hand it to him. He's diligent. I mean, you know, he works bloody hard at banging out those videos day after day after day. He's done really well. So good luck to him. I found a lot of his videos to be really entertaining. He is a good vlogger. And he's not just doing the same old like a lot of the other ones. So, yeah, full credit to him. Let me see, okay. AG, nice to see you back on form, Ed. Ed, try and get a few birds on your vlogs to cheer us all up who can't get over there. Now, this is something that, okay, I want to talk about this anyway. I want to talk about this subject, right? Now, earlier this year, I admit I didn't show too many hot, sexy ladies on the videos. The thing is, in Thailand earlier this year, I was just glad to be out there after, a couple of years of being, ostracized. I was just glad to be out there. And Thailand was not all that it should be. And my aim was to show you what it was like at that moment in time. And I think I did. Some of my videos that I made on places like Koh Samui, and, I showed, closed, but, bars and businesses and whatever. And, it wasn't all that. I had me fun with the ladies. Don't get me wrong. But, to try and get a few birds on your vlogs, to try and get us up all over there. You've got to be careful with all of this, because it's okay, but bringing girls on the vlogs. There's a lot of channels out there that are being demonetized, or have run into trouble with YouTube for showing hot, sexy ladies or showing nightlife scenes. And also in Thailand, you've got this problem of the data now. You're not supposed to film people in public, and I haven't heard of a case just yet where somebody's being held to account for this, but it will happen sooner or later. Someone will point the bloody camera at the wrong person and end up in court over there. So don't forget, Pattaya and Bangkok, they are red light areas. And a lot of those girls don't want to be on camera. If I can get, nice ladies on the camera, I would do. But a lot of those girls don't want to be on camera, and I've got to respect that as well. Well, you see, so it'll be nice. I'll see what I can do anyway. But there are some people who there are some people who've run into trouble that they've thought it clever bringing girls into their videos, girls who don't necessarily want to be on camera, and they film these girls wearing a white bath towel lying on a bed, and the next thing you know, the guys had his bloody channel demonetized or even taken down and so. You know, I like my travel, and I want to portray my travel the way that I find it as I go along. If I could bring you all the mucky stuff, all the sordid stuff, you know, all the sleazy stuff, I probably would do that. Because, you know, I'm sure a lot of guys, I want to see, I like a bit of sleaze as well. I like a bit of sleaze. The fact is that you've got to understand that YouTube is very, very prudish in this day and age. It's very prudish. You know, even the, you know, the slightest little glimpse of a bit of cleavage, and they're onto you. You know, you know, they're not. I mean, one thing I don't do, I don't put, you know, images of sexy ladies, which a lot of people get them off the internet anyway. I don't put a lot of images of sexy ladies on the thumbnails to my videos because you know, I think it's kind of insulting that to people anyway. You know, click on this and you might see this in the video. I think it's a bit insulting. I don't do that. I often put my own bland, boring face on the video, and the way I see it, if I can put my own bland, boring face on a video and people still watch the video, then I must be pretty good. You know what I mean? I don't want to be doing clickbait, and I don't. And some guys, you know, pay girls. They even pay girls to be in the bloody video. I mean, what's that all about? You know. So, yeah, I'd like to bring some nice bit. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But one of the things that I do want to now do with this. You know, with this forthcoming trip, is anyone who I put on camera, I want to make sure that I have their permission first of all before they're on camera, because it just causes a lot of problems in this day and age if you start filming people without their permission. Okay. Let's see now. Okay. What's this? Connie Lengus, ECHR. The UK is not in the EU anymore. You can make your own immigration rules now. Why aren't you then? Because there's always some bloody Human Rights Act that people pull out of nowhere, you know, and throw a spanner. We have a Home Secretary now, Suella Braverman, who's trying to get rid of all of these bloody, you know, these acts and these clauses that they pull out of the woodwork. I mean, you know, look at this, you know, hundreds of millions, this project to send all these, you know, these illegals to Rwanda. They haven't bloody sent one of them yet. It was a farce. And now she's got the idea, the Home Secretary, that we're also going to be sending these illegals to other countries in the pipeline for the same project. Belize, Peru, Paraguay, they're all lined up as well. We haven't bloody sent one to Rwanda yet. I mean, you can't make your own immigration rules now, you said, simply because we need to get rid of all these bloody, you know, these acts, these human rights acts that you know, get pulled out of the woodwork. Lawrence Wells. So, Eddie, it's 45 days on entry now. What do you get? Another one from the immigration. So, you mean after the 45 days, if you renew the visa, and don't forget, it's only 45 days up until March. They're gonna go back to the old system there then. 45. I think after 45 days, I think you can renew your visa for another 30 days, or you can renew it for 60 if you go to an agent. You know, you can do 60, 60, 60. But I don't think you'll automatically get another 45 days. Alan McManus, Britain forgets its own history. They invaded and colonized 90% of the world. Can't give out now because immigrants are trying to. Yeah, but at least we told them we were coming. Didn't we? You know, at least we let the Indians know that we're coming to their countries and colonize them. Let me see now. Okay. Wells 30. I'm off to Thailand Monday. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Sandra Taylor, nice to hear from you. Oh, she's got a poppy as well. Good. Very, very respectful of you. Hi, Eddie. Good to see you looking better. Thanks to you. Nice to hear from you, Sandra. Hope all's well. Paul Hoskin, with all the doom and gloom, why do the migrants want to come here? Because they've got a lot more doom and gloom in their own country. I mean, our doom and gloom is bloody paradise compared to where they come from. They want to come to our country because their own country is shite. That's the reason. Okay. Capo 17, I'm setting up a business in Kent, selling second-hand rubber dinghies. What do you throw a nice little rubber duck in there as well, to amuse them? In case, people from other countries like Australia or America are watching this, who are not really aware of what's going on here. But Britain's being invaded by bloody people, illegal immigrants coming across the channel in dinghies, and our stupid soft touch of a country is putting them up in 4-star bloody hotels, giving them 3 meals a day, giving them pocket money. Some of them step off the dinghies and do a bloody run into the wilderness. This is what's happening in Britain right now. Skinny Morley. All right, Steady. As a month in July and going back Christmas, can't see the high season being as high as expected. What do you think? Well, it sounds to me, if you go by, the people in the chat here, it seems to me that there's a lot of people who are heading out to Thailand, Pattaya in particular. It looks to me like it is going to be busy. I think it'll be busy because it is the first proper peak season. I mean, without restrictions for 3 years. I think it'll be busy. But the fact is, you've got to be realistic. There will still be a lot of people who simply can't go because the cost of living here has gone up so much. A lot of people might not be able to afford it. Yours Travels. The 45 days has worked out perfectly for me, as I think my trip is 5 nights Singapore and 42 nights Thailand. It saves me extending. Hopefully it stays that way. Well, that's good. Yeah, it will do. They're keeping the 45 days up until March. I don't know why, man. I don't know why they don't keep it longer than that. But yeah, that's the way it's working. Lawrence Wells. So, Eddie, it's 45 days an entry now. What do you get? Another one from the immigration? Another 30? Yeah, I think it's another 30 days. I don't think they'll give you another 45. If you go to the immigration office in somewhere like John TM, then I think it's 1,900 baht, and it's a bloody awful place. Dickie B is here. Evening, Eddie. 7 weeks Saturday for me, visiting Pattaya, Koh Chang, and Chiang Mai for the first time. After 3 weeks in Phuket. Can't wait now. 7 weeks on Saturday. So when will that be? That'll be around Christmas time, won't it? Good for you, Dickie. Good for you, mate. I'm sure you'll love all of those places. Eason Man is here. Nice to hear from you, mate. Went up to a max of 1 hour in a room above a bar or taking a girl out of a go-go for 1 hour and a half equal a short time. Yeah, well, yeah, okay. I'm not quite sure what you mean there, mate, but it's, yeah, well, whatever. I'll think about that one. Yeah, Poodle Master, simple, build a wall in the sea, have a gap in the sea wall for ferries and have the military patrol it. That'd be an expensive project, that building the wall in the sea. It'd be a good idea, but I think, I don't think we can afford that just right now. Lawrence Wells, a 60-day visa and then another 30 days of immigration is what I do in Thailand. Okay, that sounds good. Bobby Crush, I went to Albania and the people were lovely. They gave me free stay in a 5-star hotel, free food and health spa and beauty treatments. They pay for too. Only messing I was mugged and deported. Okay. I thought that was too good to be true there, mate, somehow. Poodle Master, and to not let them cross into UK waters by force. A floating wall will solve the issue. The wall can be made of steel. steel wire bolted to the sea floor. I thought we were talking about traveling to Thailand. Asian paradise. Set little Eddie free on the go-go girls. Oh, the go-go girls are bloody expensive now. Oh, do you know what? I mean, there was a time, years ago when I would have thought not in a bar finding a go-go dancer, but now, I mean, it's going to be a lot of money, a hell of a lot of money, and really, all they'll say is that if you're going to spend a lot of money, bar finding and bringing a go-go girl back to your hotel room for a bit of how's your father, then after spending all that money, you better make sure that you rise to the occasion. Imagine the disappointment if you couldn't get a stiffy. Jesus Christ. Dirk Diggler, 56 days for me, Pattaya and the Dirty Dozen. Okay, good for you, mate. Good for you. Good for you. Bobby Crusher can't put that comment on the screen. What's this? Paul Hosser, no more mini coconut bounties and celebrations. It's a disgrace. Oh, yeah, okay. Yours travels. In Cambodia, red light district is expensive. Want to try London and Las Vegas where it's £200 an hour. 50 to 100 quid for 24 hours in South. Jesus Christ. London and Las Vegas, I wouldn't entertain them. I wouldn't entertain them. Sean the Prawn, first month will be busy shagging. Are you talking about you or me? Connie Lengus, my nephew says the potatoes are dirty, sleazy, seedy shithole. That's why he likes it. Disgraceful. He has excellent taste. Let me see it. Okay. Yeah, but Bobby Crush, potatoes at its day. No, still plenty of life in it, mate. Still plenty of life. Daruki Cameron, Eddie, get back over to South America. I posted a few old South American videos, didn't I? They didn't exactly break records with the viewing figures, but some people liked them anyway. But Brian Street, Bangkok, same old, but more expensive. Yeah, it is getting expensive. Yeah, absolutely. If you really want to enjoy yourself, you can blow to a lot of money there. Let's see. Matthew Carter, live see myself in a few bars there. Do we enjoy a beer with you? You see, I'll see what I can do. I mean, with regards to live streaming, I mean, live streaming, is secondary. I mean, this channel has got up to almost 13 million views, and I've done that through videos, through making videos. Now, videos are more demanding, and they are harder work because you have to sit down and edit them. Whereas live streams, you just get in front of a camera and press live. Really, the problem is that outdoor live streams in bars, you've got too many restrictions now. You've got copyright music in the background. You've got people who don't want to be on camera. It's a bit. If I could live stream from a bar, but I'm pretty sure someone's going to take offence. Oi! You're putting that bloody camera over there. My missus is back in England. She thinks I'm on a golfing holiday. You run into problems, you see. So I'd get what I could get, but you just got to be careful, really. Okay, Red's Robin. Eddie does his best travel videos. Okay, thanks for that. Anyway, I mean, about travel videos, you see, I'm still going to try and make the effort that's going to be travel vlogs are going to be the main thing. They come first. But what a lot of guys, there are some fellas out there who can make some really, really good videos. But once they get into doing live streaming, you kind of become lazy, really, and realize live streaming is, you know, why sit at a computer, a laptop for hours on end editing videos when you know you could you know, you could just live stream and not worry about it. With regards to the travel videos, though, I it's you know, it's not the case that the best edited and the most meticulous travel videos are the most popular one. There's a lot to be said for keeping it simple. So I'll be doing as many travel vlogs as I can, hotel reviews, various other things, but I won't be doing any fancy editing or anything like that because it's not necessarily a winner. That, I mean, you know, simple and informative videos. That's the way forward, really. Let me see now. Let me see now. I am tilt. Illegal immigration here, Europe and USA is WF plan to destroy nation states and bring in their own 2030. I think we talked about this on the Steady Eddie live channel. Capo 17, Vids from Bangkok and Pattaya are boring me to death nowadays. I must admit, I do like everything Pattaya. You know, he is really, really good, that old guy. Well, he sounds old anyway by his voice. But he does some very, very informative videos. And he was going through LK Met and some of the prices, because people need to know the prices. You need to know what the prices of these bars are all about. So, you know, he's doing some really, really good videos. But, you know, I'm not a Pattaya vlogger. No way. Because, I mean, there's so many other Pattaya vloggers out there. My aim is to do other countries, other places. The rookie cameraman. Yeah, only so many videos where people are sitting in a bar having a beer. Show us the sites, place to visit, etc. Who cares about walking see? Well, we'll see what happens. I'll find something to entertain. Kiki and Jasmine on the Trail of Love. Have you been to Vientiane and Luang Prabang in Laos? If so, they were to visit. Plan a big mega Southeast Asian trip for 6 months next year or the following year. Yeah, I have been to those places. I thought Laos it didn't really do it for me. You know, I didn't think the people had the personality. Vientiane is a very, very uncapital like city. It's more like a town, really, I thought. And the Luang Prabang, a lot of people said it's a beautiful historical place. It has got a lot of good things about it, but I seem to recall all the bars closed very, very early. It's a bit of a, you know, it's very, very early. Jock Martins, fair play to you, Ed. Never thought it was right. Guys going around filming girls trying to earn a living the hard way. Not to mention tourists. Do you know something? I mean, there was once a couple of years ago when I was in when I was in Bangkok in Soi 4, and I thought I'd do a bit. I'd go out on a night mission, and I took my Canon G7X, and I took some sneaky photos of the working girls, you know, in Soi 4, Nana, and all of that. And when I looked at them, you know, uploaded them to the laptop, I looked at these people. I thought, wow, they're good. You know, even Bangkok 112 might have been proud of these shots and all of that, and some, you know, lovely shots. And I thought the guys will like to see this sort of thing. You know what? When I made the video, I couldn't really show them because I got too much heart. It's not fair to those girls. Those girls are out trying to make a living, you know, and then somebody sneaky comes along and films them. So I've still got a lot of those videos, but I've never put them on YouTube. You know. Barry from EastEnders. How many bears have you shot in one night? Like the maximum. Do you really think I'd count something like that? Do you really? Anyone who answers that question is probably a BS. You know what I mean? Bobby Crush. Oh, we get a variety of subjects on here. Bobby, because we never left the EU. It's all a fraud. The ballot box is dead, and we're all fools for putting up with it. Okay. Sandra Taylor, don't get a look into that. Sandra Taylor, good, nice to hear from you. Anyway, nice to hear from you. I'm going to have to get another beer soon. But first of all, she had to hear him off. I've been hearing stories of 17 Indian men waiting back at hotel rooms to watch their mate with a girl. Well, only 17. Let's see. Thailand short. How are you getting on with travel insurance? I've got it sorted, but I don't want to give personal details of my own insurance over YouTube, because there's always some bloody idiots out there who want to cause problems. But I have got it sorted, and it is possible. And that little video I made the other week, I do thank people for the input and the information. I've done a little 2.5 minute video about insurance. And if you want to know a bit about insurance, look at the comments in that video. I do thank the guys who give me that information. Let's see. Okay. Yes, travels love it at their own country is shy. Yeah, absolutely. Let me see. Sandra Taylor. Sandra, all these people coming here will be okay, as the rest of us will be queuing up to leave if this country doesn't improve. Nice comment, Sandra. Nice comment. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Okay, so it's gonna skip forward a little teensy weensy bit. S Travels 4K. Thank you for that super chat, mate. I appreciate that. Whatever you do, have a safe journey and enjoy yourself, mate. Okay, I will do. Cheers. Thanks for that super chat, mate. And I can't wait to see those Rome Bear videos. Can't wait to see that. And let's see. Sandra Taylor. Oh, Sandra Taylor. Thank you for that. Thank you for that super chat. 17.99. It's really generous of you, Sandra. Have a lovely break, Eddie. Have a few beers on me and Steve. Thanks for entertaining us. Okay, I do appreciate that. Give Steve my regards, and remember, not all. There are some really, really nice Steves out there. Not just not necessarily the ones that I've met, but there are some nice Steves in this world. Thanks for that super chat. Really kind of you. Ben Fern K, what platform you used to edit your videos, the traveling ones? I've used Wondershare Filmora for about the past 4 years now, and it's not perfect. It is not perfect, but it's good. It's a bit it's a bit rickety. It stops and starts, but Wondershare Filmora is really it's good. But it's a bit rickety. It does the business. Let me tell you something about Wondershare Filmora, though. It was advertised heavily a few years ago. They've actually got their own music library there, and they've got some nice tunes on it, which you can add to your videos. Okay, that's fine. I've used a couple of tunes from Wondershare Filmora on my videos in the past, which are from the from the editing system that I pay for, free, and it's advertised as free to use and all that. And they've been on my videos for a couple of years. And then all of a sudden, YouTube has given me a copyright infringement, saying that this is a copyrighted tune. Wait a minute, I got this from Wondershare Filmora, which is advertised that you can use this music without any comebacks. And it turns out some other people do another version of the song, and later there, later on YouTube, if a number of people complain about it, and YouTube put it right. But be careful about using the so-called non-copyrighted music from Wondershare Filmora. But other than that, it's a pretty good it's a pretty good little system. David Coleman, geez, did you start? No, I started at 10 o'clock. Nice to have you there, mate. Anyway. Phil Balk, hi Eddie. In your opinion, the girls on Beach Road just as good looking as the bar? Well, It's up to you, mate. It's up to you. You either like a bird or you don't like it. But be careful with those freelancers. You know, they're not as safe. Let's see. Pandemic of the unvaccinated. Nice to hear from you, mate. Too many Pattaya vloggers. You should try Isan, Udon Thani, etc. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, okay. It's not on the menu just now. I'm actually really more interested, to be honest with you, in going to other countries. To be honest with you, David Coleman. I don't think I will go to Pattaya now. Sorry, guys. Thailand has so much more to see and do. Pattaya are all drunks. No, it isn't all drunks. Pattaya is good fun, and you do meet some. There are a lot of drunks there, but you know it is good fun. If you're not used to Thailand, I mean, you know, go there, see a variety of places, but at least put your head in the door in Pattaya and have a look at the place. I wouldn't just avoid it altogether. I mean, the problem with going to Pattaya, if some guys are like simply motivated by ladies, you know, ladies of the night, then they tend to go to Pattaya, and then all the other places they were planning on going seem to go out of the window. You know what I mean? So, but if you want to go to Thailand, you're quite right. Thailand, there's so much more to see and do. You know, go to those islands. I went to a few of them this year. There's also lovely islands around the Phuket area. So, you know, absolutely. Sorry, Devil. I've just come back from Pattaya. It's no longer for cheap Charlies. 9,000 in 2.5 pounds in 2.5 months. Be prepared. It's, let's see, 9,000 in 2.5 months. Be prepared, fellas. You're going to need loads of cash. That's almost what is that? Is that about 800 or 900 quid a week? Be prepared, fellas. You're going to need loads of. That's living it up. You will live it up on that amount of money. But even so, 9,000 in what 11 weeks? Is that about eight? That's about 800 or 900 pounds a week. I mean, you can spend that in Pattaya if you're going out all the time, but you would be living it up for that amount of money. You know, oh yeah, at least you'd be living it up. Let me see now. Yeah, Bobby Crush. Bobby Crush. Eddie won't show pics of the Asian girls he goes with, but the girls can't wait to get back to the village and show Mama pictures of Eddie. Oh, I'll be all over the bloody place. I'm probably a celebrity in rural Thailand. Ian Bowden, I'd be willing to film around bars anywhere. Wouldn't if some drunk or whatever grab my camera or whack me around the head. Too risky. Makes a great viewing though. Well, you know, you've got these live streamers, these in real life live streamers, and I've done a little bit of that in other places. I've even done a little bit of it in Thailand. But you know, you've got to be careful where you point your camera. I mean, Pattaya is mainly a red light place, and I'm one of the vloggers who shows his face. And if I go in there pointing cameras at people, I have met plenty of guys in Pattaya, plenty of them who've recognized me from YouTube and said, "How are you, Eddie? How's it going?" And I've chatted to them, but they've said, "Whatever you do, don't put me on film, will you? Don't put me on your camera because my missus doesn't know that I'm in Pattaya. She thinks I'm in Saudi Arabia. You know, it's so you just got to be you got to be careful. You got to be subtle." Let me see now. Okay, so let me just see now. Let's see. Capo 17, Bangkok 112. People still don't know what's happened to him. It was necessary to document how real life is on the streets, but there was never anything smutty about his vlogs. Well, someone would disagree with that, but I thought he was terrific. I really enjoyed it, but some people probably, were very, very angry because he did invade people's privacy, and I believe he was eventually demonetized. But that guy was a wizard with the camera. And not only that, but his vlogs were so entertaining. He could weave a story. A guy's got to be pretty skillful if you can do like a 20-minute video or 30-minute video without saying a word, simply by using text at the bottom of the screen, and making it totally entertaining. He's got to be pretty good, and he was good. But it's a pity that he's disappeared, really. I thought he was good. Don't know what's happened to him. Martin Powell, the only cheap ladies according to Daz on Everything Pattaya channel are on Soy 6 around whatever. Okay. I don't mind advertising Everything Pattaya on here because he's very, very informative, and like you say, he's a Pattaya vlog. He is one of the best ones out there. I don't think he hasn't got the personality. I mean, but he is given information. He is given information. Eastern man. One of the few stories about what happened to Bangkok 112 is he was killed in a car crash in Manchester, UK, about 2 years ago. I've heard something like that. Okay, so anyway, where are we now? Squeaky door time. Back in a minute. Okay, thank you. I'm back. Let's see what we got now. Okay, let's just go forward a little bit here. Okay, before I do that, it's time for one of these. One of these. Do you remember the cinema years ago when you went to the cinema, and then all of a sudden there was an interval, and some voice came on and said it's time for one of these, and he showed a picture of a burger and Coke. He never showed a picture of Lamb's Navy rum, did he? Well, anyway, it's time for one of these. Get in there, boy. Oh, my God almighty. God almighty. Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. There we go. Cheers. Lamb's Navy rum. Here's the Caroline Monroe. Oh, that's bloody good. Bloody good. Okay, let's see. Let's see. What's this? Matthew Cartwright. Don't forget to contribute to the Mamas and Pension Fund and give them a go. Some people say they've had. Oh, yeah, whatever. Yours Travels. I spent £14,000 in 6 weeks across the USA, January and February. Could have bloody double that. Yeah, the world is getting silly. Well, I mean, I've never been to America. I would love to. I would love to one of these days. Every year I keep thinking about it. But I do watch the Mac Master a fair bit, and he is very, very good. And really, he's done some American travels, and wow, he'd be the first to say it's getting so expensive, that country. Really, really is. Really, really is. Sandra Taylor, good night, Eddie. Take care. I know you said you might not vlog for a month, but try and send something to let us know you were okay. I'm gonna be back pretty soon. Thanks for the super chat, Sandra. Lovely to have you here. Anyway, cheers. Have a lovely weekend, Sandra. Thank you, thank you. Let me see. Chris, Jesus Christ, this whole time I thought the squeaky door was to the left of the camera and now it's to the right. My whole well view is, oh my God, what a revelation that is. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so where are we now? Where are we? Ian Bowden, Eddie, who would you least like to soapy massage? Diane Abbott and where to go? Oh my God. Teresa Coffey, she's the bloody health minister. Did you see what's that? Oh my God, the health minister, for Christ's sake. Seaside Freddy. Yeah, it was a few years back. The bastard spiked my beer back in my room when I was out. I ran into it a few days, the bitch, and I was out. I ran into it a few days later on Sukhumvit, but couldn't do much about it. Didn't lose much. I've heard about that. Girls spiking you back in your hotel. That's never ever happened to me. And never, if you take precautions, it goes back to the first lesson you learn in life. Never trust anybody. So anyway, what I was talking about what is going to be happening on these forthcoming travels. I'm going to be away for 4 months. I've got my insurance sorted for 4 months. It's not perfect, but what insurance policy is perfect? I could tell you about it, but it would be a little bit too personal because there's always some idiot out there somewhere who wants to cause problems for you, but no insurance is 100%. I mean, everything's a gam, but I have got full in travel insurance anyway for the 4 months. So what else is going to say? Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be spending the whole of this trip in Thailand. Definitely not. I'll be visiting Pattaya sporadically, but like I said, I know I'm repeating myself, but I have the first month in Thailand. I'll be doing a week in Bangkok and then about 3 weeks in Pattaya. Uh, but whatever videos I'll be putting out then, I'll be trying to put as many videos out as I can. I really, I'll be making the effort, but I'll be enjoying myself and having a good time. That will be my holiday for the first month. But after that, I'll be off to Cambodia and maybe other places. And that's when the work really begins. That's when I'll be making an effort to try and make some better vlogs. Because the fact is, you don't need another Pattaya vlogger. You don't even need another Bangkok vlogger. I'll do what I can do. But I think the more interesting stuff will come after the first month. I mean, I'm booked in Thailand and Cambodia up until the new year. What happens after the new year? I don't know. I haven't booked that yet, but I may be going other places. We'll just see. We'll have to see what happens. But I'll be putting emphasis on the videos. I'll be mainly making videos of my travels over the next 4 months. As for live streams, I kind of like doing live streams, but like the problems if you're doing them in red light areas. I do like doing the outdoor live streams in real life, as they say, IRL. It's better than doing it in the hotel room. But funnily enough, when I look back early this year at the live streams that I did, the ones that I did from the hotel room, with me just sitting down in a hotel room doing a live stream, they're actually the ones that got the better views. They got better views than the outdoor ones, funnily enough. So live streams, there will be live streams. But they will be secondary. The videos will come first. As for the other channel, Steady Eddie Live channel, well, I that's been a little bit a minor, very, very minor success story. I know it's only a little channel, but we've had a great crew here. Mondays, Tuesdays, especially when I do the at 10 o'clock. And we talk about other things, you know, current situations. A bit of it spilled over there about the immigration. And I've really, really enjoyed doing that. But that will be a problem simply because 10 o'clock UK is 5 o'clock in the morning in Thailand. And I think I'll be out for the count by then. But the Steady Eddie Live channel, I won't just forget about that. I will be doing stuff on there. So okay, I'll keep you posted about that one anyway, because we've got a great little community on that channel. I mean, Monday night stream, I thought it was really good. One thing that's gone down well there is the idea of the big question. The other night, what did we talk about the other night? We talked about Twitter. Is it any good? You know, why has Elon Musk spent 44 billion on it? And what else did we talk about? Oh yeah, you know, about violent films. Does it encourage violence in real life and all that? And we have a great discussion. The Steady Eddie Live channel is a good little channel. We got a great crew there. So, but you know, like I say, like I say, you know, the videos are what is been the backbone of this channel. So they come first. The rookie cameraman, where's Lisa Dale? She's probably having a bloody threesome with a couple of young Gambians whose combined age wouldn't equal her. They're probably half her age and half her body weight. John Tucker, hi Eddie, going to Cebu in mid-January. I've been to Cebu. I don't really know too much about it. I seem to remember some rather grotty town, but I think there's a lot more to it than what I've seen. So, so good for you, mate. Anyway, good for you. Michael Janaeus, nice to hear from you, mate. Have a safe trip, Eddie. Might see you around Pattaya or Nana. Oh yeah, I'll be around. I'll be around. Bobby Cross, it happened to me. I bar found a girl in Nana Plaza and stupidly fell asleep with my cupboard door open. I woke up and two wagon wheels and a packet of chocolate digestives were missing. Bobby, here's to you, mate. You give me a laugh, Bobby. You give me a laugh. That's funny. That's funny. I'm sure Gaz and Paul Hoskin would approve of that one. Seamus Doherty. How about Koh Chang or Phuket? Well, I've been to Koh Chang about 4 times, I think it is now, and I like Koh Chang. I haven't got that boot early on, but you never know. In the new year, sometime, you know, it could be on the menu. I like Koh Chang, and I seen it during the lockdown early this year. Or it wasn't lockdown, but it was something like that anyway. As for Phuket, I don't think that's on the menu. So I've been there and done that, but you know, I don't think I'll bother with that one. But yeah, Koh Chang is a good little island, and I look forward to seeing that one again. Yours travels. I'm only 1 week in Pattaya. 3 weeks would kill me. It depends whether you like it. If it's your first time there in Pattaya, then yeah, 1 week, yours. 1 week will be enough. But it's when you come back, you know, I suppose it is a place you either love or hate. But you know, you might just find that, you know, you do love the place and you want to return there. Connie Lengus, never ever had a problem in Thailand. I had a problem with idiots in Blackpool, Benidorm, and Amsterdam, though. Thailand, especially Pattaya, they're so safe. Yeah, there's a lot to be said for that. Rich Bwang too. Hello, Eddie. Big ups. Okay. So yeah, for those, remind people, I'm traveling. You know, next week. It's Oh, I've seen some funny streams. I've seen some funny streams about, yeah, live streamers who are getting in the way of each other, and yeah, the cake. Anyone know what that means? The cake. This is a word that I'm hearing quite a lot now. It's the trendy word. This the cake. He's stealing more of the cake. Oh my god! Go watch some live streams out there in Thailand, and you'll quickly understand what I'm talking about. I don't want to play any part in the cake. I want to do my own thing. If I see the opportunity of doing a good outdoor live stream, I will do it. Let me just say, guys, this is seriously. I mean, I done some spare of the moment live streams in Thailand early this year. And the reason I done the spare the moment is because it felt the right time to do them. You don't always feel the right time. I'm a couple of people, really, really good subscribers who come on here and who post nice comments. They were a bit annoyed at this. They were annoyed about the fact I'm doing spare the moment live streams. They wish that I'd given it a bit of pre-notice. It's the problem is doing outdoor live streams. It's not easy to give pre-notice. I mean, let's say at 10 o'clock tonight, I'm going to be walking down. I'm going to be doing a live stream walking down Cyber Cow. I mean, the fact is, you never know. You never know who's going to be thinking, that's where he's going to be. That's where he's going to be. I mean, you never know who's coming. Really, I've done live stream. I've done live stream, and I tend to do them a little bit spare at the moment. So, apologies to anyone who thinks, yeah, Jesus, I wish you'd have given us a heads up on this live stream. But sometimes it's the right time, and sometimes it's not the right time. Let's see. The Rookie Cameraman, your best live stream yet was outside the toilet in Romania. Oh, that was a classic, that was, yeah. I know the one you mean. That was fun. That was quite good fun, wasn't it? Pandemic, the unvaccinated. I spent 4 months in Pats. I started to go bonkers. Thank goodness I went to the Philippines after. Well, I wouldn't spend 4 months there because the thing about Pattaya, you go to Pattaya to have your fun and be a bit over the top. Pattaya is like, every country on the planet has probably got its own version of Blackpool. Well, Pattaya is Thailand's Blackpool. And it is like Pattaya is like a giant Christmas pudding, like Blackpool is. It looks great. You're hungry for it. It smells great. You can't wait to get your teeth into it. But you eat too much of it and you end up getting pig sick and you just don't want to see it again for a very long time. Well, that's Pattaya. That's Blackpool and that's Pattaya. That's what it's like. So everything in moderation, really. That's it. Ian Bowden, I guess here in the UK, any live streams will be on for about 3 p.m. considering the time difference. Yeah, because it is 7. It was 6 hours ahead, but now it's 7 hours with our clock going back. Thailand's 7 hours ahead. So 10 o'clock at night would be 3 in the afternoon. I suppose this would be all right at weekends, wouldn't it? Because most people are off work on a weekend. We'll have to see what happens anyway. We'll have to see what happens. Jock Martins, I'll tell you a true story about me. I got drugged and robbed from a freelancer on Walking Street a couple of years ago, and I'm no rookie. Less than alcohol is the equalizer. Luckily, I only lost about 100 baht. Hopefully, that was 100 baht. Let's see, Spider 0064. Never been to the Philippines. Where would anyone suggest for the first trip? Well, I've been to the Philippines a couple of times, but I think the last time I went there was the better one. And Manila's a good city. I like Manila. That was my first visit, and I liked it. But if you want, also Angeles City is it's like a raw edge version of Pattaya. It's not in the same. I don't think it's in the same league, but it's a good place. It's worth a look. And also, what else? Subic Bay was surprisingly good. But if you want beaches, you've got Boracay and places. There's lots of stuff. There's lots of stuff. So plenty of place. Get yourself a good guide, and plenty of place to see. David Coleman. Oh, there was a time change in the UK. That's why I was. Oh, yeah, the hour went back an hour there. Earlier this week. Oh, at the weekend. Yours travels. Jock Martins. Everything's set in the safe, mate, and only carry 200 quid tops. No expensive watches, no credit cards or passport. Yeah, absolutely. When if you're careful in your hotel, then you'll be all right. I've never been robbed from the hotel. I've only ever been pickpocketed once, and that was in Saigon, and that was for $20. That was years ago. If you're careful with your money, don't wear expensive jewelry, and you'll just be absolutely fine. Connie Lingus, was that the Romanian lad who was having a wank in it? So are you talking about the Romanian stream outside? Yeah, he was in there for a very long time, wasn't he? Pandemic the unvaccinated, vlogging or live streams in parts is too risky. There's a plethora of vloggers, and everyone except 3 Week Warriors are getting fed up with the intrusiveness. So I seen a couple of years ago before the pandemic, there was once. It was actually a video, but there was someone done a vlog walking around Pattaya, around the Soy Cow area, and then another vlogger turned up, and then someone else, and it reminded me of that classic Monty Python sketch with the Alan Wickers. Hello, I'm Alan Wicker, and welcome to this island. The next minute, another Alan Wicker appears, and then another one, and another one. I mean, it's getting a bit much, really. It's getting a bit much. G Mule, Angeles is a love or hate place. I love it. However, some people hate it for various reasons. Well, the problem I had with Angeles, I suppose I was expecting the Philippines version of Pattaya, and it isn't really. It's not as instantly likable, Angeles, but it does grow on you. It does. It really, really does. It does grow on you. And I actually got to like Angeles. And I'd go there again when the time is right. I really, really would. Let's see, Michael Janaez. Eddie, we tune in for you, mate. Not the outdoor scenery. You're very good at this. Okay, cheers. Thanks for that, mate. I appreciate that. Cheers. Thanks. The Rocky Cameron, let's face it, if someone spikes Eddie, the only thing they'll find in his room, a 3-in-1 pack of the that sounds about right. That sounds about right, mate. That's the one thing I have to have in my room. I got to have coffee, and it's a bastard when you find that you find an hotel room that hasn't got a kettle. David Coleman, it will be Bangkok and Phuket, then the islands. No need for Pattaya. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Be More Ron is a fine vlogger. He's a really, really good young man. I met him in Pattaya. Nice to hear from. I think you're still in Baltimore now, Ron. So all the best to you, mate. And he's returning to Thailand pretty soon. So good for you anyway, mate. Nice to hear from you. Hope all's well. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. People on. Ed is not a cake. He's a pie. Yeah, I mean, I'm watching some of these videos. I'm not getting involved in the bickering or anything like that. I don't get involved in any of these soap opera drama between vloggers. But I'm watching some of these. I'm watching some of these live streams, and this where the cake. He's getting. The cake is being shared out amongst. He's getting too much of it. And the cake. This is the popular way. It makes you laugh whenever I hear it. Oh, but God Almighty! David Coleman. I asked the Filipino women at the mall about Ansley. I think you mean Ansley City, and she gave me those dirty, disgusting look. Well, that's what you get here from the women if you mention that you're going to Thailand. Oh, block that one there. Jeff Potts 68. 68. Been looking for flights in February, March, but prices are still mental. Is that going to be it now? We're never going to get them to 450 again. I still met, well, I don't think you'll get them to that price for a very long time to go. Don't forget the fuel. All these airlines have to pay more expensive fuel. But being looking for flights in February, March. If you're going to, are you talking about going from England, London to Thailand? February, March is probably not a bad time to go because you're still the weather's still nice. But you're coming out of the peak season then. Once you go beyond Christmas, but into the new year, things start getting a bit better value. So, I would have thought it'd be all right. David Coleman, never tell people where you will be at. Yeah, there's a lot to be said for that. There's a lot to be said for that. The thing is, I mean, if you're, if I'm out on the streets of bloody Bangkok or Pattaya, you can get, you've got to be careful. Like people will be watching you, sometimes with good reasons and sometimes with vindictive reasons. Yours travels. Blackpool is certainly not the UK's Pattaya. Well, no, it's not as good. But Blackpool is a great place to visit. It's a terrible place to live in. I've done both. Isan, man. Isan is what it is, but it's the same landmass as Cambodia, and it has land borders to Cambodia and Laos. I might make it to Isan one of these days. Judge Farang, I thought Blackpool was full of criminal thugs. No, it's full of pissheads. Let's see. Let me see now. Okay, where are we now? David Coleman, take the girl's ID, lock it in your room safe, give it to everything. No, the hotel do that, the reception do that. They do that. They leave their ID at the reception, and then you take the girl up to the room. So that's a better way. That's a better way of doing it. I mean, the thing is, when after you've had your liaison with the young lady, try your best to accompany her down to reception, because if you don't accompany her and you allow her to go down to reception alone, a good hotel will always phone you up before they hand their ID back. They will phone you up and ask you, are you okay, or is your room, in case she's bloody murdered you or something. But a good reputable hotel will be okay. Look after you. Let's see. Foodie Channel Asia. Loads of vloggers going back to Asia because they're all after the cake. They all want a bit of the cake. That's what they are. Capo 17, a bar girl spiked my drink once. She had to leave away with me. She didn't touch my belongings. She left me a 2,000 baht tip. Oh, you must be a sexy beast. Poodle Master. The cake is due to people scrambling for income, and therefore YouTube has become saturated. It will also kind of get like the viewer ratings back between MSN channels. This Lamb's Navy rum is bloody good. Ian Bowden, how are you? We are going to try and bring our flight forward 3 days, as I am now rostered off work 3 days before flying. Taiwan's £87 each, but we'll go ahead with it. I still want to spend 3 wasted days here in cold. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I mean, even stepping outside. I was in town yesterday doing a couple of things in the town where I live, and as soon as you realize it's November, you think, oh my God. I actually, I went to the. I actually went to the doctor's the other day. I'm gonna, put in for the prescription, which I'm going to pick up tomorrow. And even usually the receptionists yeah, they haven't got the time to talk to you. And I said I need a prescription. I mentioned I'm going away for 4 months. So I need this prescription. I need these tablets before I go away. And and the receptionist said, she was a woman. She said, yeah, where are you going for 4 months? And when I told her I'm going to Thailand and Southeast Asia, she kind of felt sick. I mean, I kind of felt guilty telling her because a lot of people are bloody miserable being stuck here at the end of the day. I don't mean to rub that in, because I work for me travels, but all I'm saying is I wouldn't like to be stuck here during the winter. I wouldn't like to be stuck here. G-Moat Mill. Much easier to get to Angeles now as well from Manila with the new Skyway. Oh, I've got to visit the Philippines again. Dutch Farang. Angeles City is like the slide in your back garden versus Pattaya being the big playground across the road. Okay, okay. Foodie Channel Asia. The Cambodian beer creeps up on you. Tastes watery, but it's actually stuff. I mean, Cambodia. I can't really comment on the price of Cambodia beer. It was very, very cheap some years ago, but it's been a few years that since I've been there. So I'm looking forward to doing reviews on all of that. I really am. Bobby Cuss, Eddie's the only vloggers who've had chips, pork, steak, and peas in 23 Southeast Asian destinations. Okay, sounds about right. Gorilla in Marella. Wait a minute. You said the girls in Angeles were all standing around eating rice on stage and scratching their. No, I think what I said was that my first venture in Angeles City into the so-called go-go bars was a disaster. It was horrendous, and it was absolutely bloody horrendous. I mean, I thought I was expecting something like Pattaya. It was nothing like Pattaya at all, and it was bloody awful. It was an awful experience, but it got better. It got better. Percy Field. I had he just woken up. Was at Kink last night? Oh, that's one of the go-go bars in LK Metro. I'm looking forward to those go-go bars again. I really am. Poodle Master, cake is competition and rivalries. More people saturate YouTube, and that means decline in income. They're all after a bit of the cake. They're all after a bit of the cake. I'm just doing my own thing. I'm just doing my own thing. Who's that juice cake was? Yours travels. You get cake if you deserve cake. Well, as the legendary Marie Antoinette said, let them eat cake. That's what I say. Let them eat cake. Okay. Okay. David Coleman, Eddie, can you get a good cup of tea? And I don't know. I don't drink tea. I don't drink tea. Yeah, you can get coffee, but I don't know. Can't help you with that one. I never drink tea. Gmail, if anything, non-pen is better now than pre-COVID. Okay, okay. We'll look forward to that then. Look forward. Bobby Crush, as the recession bites, the flight prices will come down. I expect high season next year. They will be much, much cheaper. I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right. Dutch Farang says, don't worry, all prices will stabilize. Okay, okay, okay. Matthew Cartwright, Filipino women are usually good singers. So after you've had your way with them, they can sing you to sleep. Oh, that sounds lovely. That sounds absolutely lovely. The Foodie Channel Asia. I'm on 136 now. It's crazy busy. What? That's 136 in street in Phnom Penh. Yeah, it's always been a good street there. It's always been a good street. Let's see, yourselves. I bought 500 quid's worth of bars for 44 2 days ago, now dropped to 42 today. Very volatile. 2 weeks ago, 38 bars to the pound. Moving a lot. Oh my God almighty. Well, the pound it looked like it was slightly recovering, didn't it? But it's gone back. It's gone back today, hasn't it? So you never know what's going to happen next. The rookie cameraman. Eddie, are you going to head over to Phnom Penh? Wouldn't mind seeing some blogs there. Oh, I'm looking forward to Cambodia. I am looking forward to Cambodia. I really am. Seaside Freddy. Fares for RT between Esso and Bangkok seem to drop significantly mid-January. Yeah, okay. Gmail must be closing time by now. However, Xanadu and Tokyo were my regular drinking bars to start the night and go from there. I know that bar Xanadu. I know that one well. I'm not sure about the other one. Terry Jones. I'll leave that on the screen for the moment. Hit the like button, guys. Okay. Just going to grab another block of ice. Oh, Jesus Christ. Did they have a lamb's navy rum out in Thailand? I can't remember. I like the Sang Sum whiskey. Oh, get in there, boy. Lovely stuff. Beautiful stuff. Okay. David Coleman. I do not think I will go to Cuba this winter. I will save all my money for Thailand. It's just the time getting there that has held me back. I've been saying it about the last 20 years that I'm going to make another visit to Cuba, and I've never gotten around to it. Wonderful place. Wonderful place. Well, wonderful place. Foodie Channel Asia. Xanadu is a go. Yeah, that is a good bar in 1360 Phnom Penh. Foodie Channel Asia. There's thousands of women in Phnom Penh now. It's crazy. Some bars are like 50 girls out the front calling in customers. Okay. I made a couple of videos about 4 years ago, but a bit more than 4 years ago now, wasn't it? About Phnom Penh. I mean, which I explained the cost of female company in Cambodia, Phnom Penh especially, and they went viral. Those two little, very, very badly edited, poorly filmed videos have now got about well over 4 million views between the two of them. And I'm pretty sure some people didn't like the idea that I was letting the cat out of the bag. I was telling the world that Phnom Penh is the best kept secret if you want women, but now you're doing the same. Foodie Channel Asia says there's thousands of women in Phnom Penh. Now it's crazy. Some bars are like 50 girls out the front calling in customers. It sounds like a good place to be, mate. Sounds like a good place to be. Jock Martins, are you talking about leaving the identity card reception? That used to be the thing, in hotels in Thailand. It's dying out. They don't call much anymore, from my experience. Really? Connie Lingus. Connie Lingus. I am lost with all this cake shit. Very, very subtle. Very, very subtle. Well, I'm kind of lost with it. It's the new trendy word that's out there amongst the streamers, right? The live streamers. They're getting more of the cake than me. Well, let's say you got a cake and there's 10 people. Okay, you each get a tenth of the cake, but then you get 15 people. You get 1/15 of the cake. And if somebody comes along, a big cake eater might eat most of the cake, and then all of you other ones are going to get a tiny fraction of the cake. Now, did you understand that? Okay, let's see. Oh, beautiful. Ice, baby. Okay. David Coleman, do you ever feel embarrassed? David Coleman, do you ever feel embarrassed walking by the hotel staff with the girl going up to your room? I've got a few stories about that one. I think it's more. It depends whether they're female or male downstairs. I always think they're going to shout after us. I'm going upstairs to the room. I always think they're going to shout after me. You jammy bastard! Yeah, I did have a case some years ago. I was in Phnom Penh. I was staying at this hotel, this little rough and ready hotel. And I was a bit, I was, enjoying myself. I was bringing girls back every night and all that. And one girl I brought back, oh my God, she was beautiful. She was absolutely beautiful. And it was a lot of like little lads, they were all about like, 20 years, probably all about 20 years old, but they only looked about bloody little 12-year-old lads. As soon as the tuk-tuk could pull up, they were all, surrounded. How are you, my friend? Oh, you got a lovely lady tonight. That was all good fun. Cut a long story short, the room that I was staying in, had these sliding windows, and they were actually pulling the bloody windows back and peeping through the bloody curtains. I'm not going to go into so much detail. They were actually peeping through the curtains at me being with this girl. They're little dirty little bastards. Yeah, just be careful. Pull your curtain if you got a hot bed and you're in a hotel room. Pull the curtains back. Make sure they're not peeping through, the little perverts. So who's the pervert there? Me or them? If ever you see a video out there, with this overweight middle-aged guy with a hot Cambodian girl in a compromised position, that could well be me. Let's see. Foodie channel. Yes, the quality is high in Phnom Penh, much higher than in Pattaya. Oh, Phnom Penh sounds, but it's not. I haven't been there for years. Dutch Farang, KKK. All right, K. Makes you sick when you say it over and over again. Foodie channel Asia. Phnom Penh is officially mini Pattaya. It's had a good scene, Phnom Penh, over the years. The problem with it is that it's the problem with it doesn't have the go-go bars or the massage scene. Or another thing that Phnom Penh doesn't have, it doesn't have much of a live music scene, entertainment in that way. I mean, I don't know if it does now, but it did when I used to go there. It's been a good scene over the years. Let's see. Oh, Fogey. Eddie, have you been to Soho for the atmosphere? Amsterdam for the art galleries? Bangkok for the temples? No. Let's see. Dutch Farang, I didn't feel embarrassed asking the reception if I could bring in a horse. Okay. Connie Lingers, which bars do you like in Pattaya, Eddie? Not necessarily naughty ones. I don't know the names. I know a few bars in Pattaya, but I couldn't name them. I never bothered looking at the names of them. I know the people outside the bars, but I don't really know the names of them. Funnily enough, I like Nick's bar. Nick Dean's bars. Down Soy 70. I'll be interested to see his new 3 bars there. They look really great, and also up there Soy Chayapoon. There's some really good. That's that video done with Justin. The High Rollers. That's going to be. I want to see that place again. Apparently, funny enough, I want to see his tribute bands in there. When I made that video, which is on my list, he said that he's going to have the top tribute acts in that go-go bar or that gentleman's club. And I was gutted because I was leaving at the time. I thought I won't get the chance to see that. So I want to be visiting that place. I'm looking forward to it. Really, really am. Sean Griffiths, hi there, Eddie. Hope you have a great time abroad and can't wait to watch your touring. Okay, thanks for that, mate. Jock Martins, Ed, Cambodia on, Thailand old hat. Okay, well, I wouldn't say that. Seaside Freddy, Anchor Bay was great. There are some really dark, hoppy ones. Yeah, there are. There's some nice little bit. I've lost touch with Cambodia. I haven't been there for about, must be getting on for 4 years now. So I've lost touch with that place. I'll be looking forward to seeing that place again. Really will. Foodie Channel Asia, Cambodia is very edge. There's 24/7 beer bars all over the place. No official closing zone. I made a good report about Cambodia. It's you know what? It's so sad, so bloody sad what happened to Sihanoukville. So sad. That was a great little place there. That beach resort, and then you got access to the islands, Koh Rong, and other islands. It was so good, Sihanoukville. But what's happened to it with turning it into a Chinese casino city by the sea? There's not as much in Cambodia now as what they used to be. That's about the gist of it, really. Kev C. Hello, I get to Thailand. It's all back to its old self, but I can't wait. I can't wait. Yours travels. I expect prices to come down too. Well, we've got a bad economy right now. There's problems all over the place, isn't there? But there are problems all over the place now. We could just, to be honest with you, I treat every travel and adventure as if it's my last one, not just for prices, but for health reasons as well. G-Mill, plenty of bars on 136. That's non-pen, on 24 hours. Yeah, it's good. It's been a good place. Let's see. Seaside Fred, did you know much about Soi 22 in Bangkok? No, I don't really know that one. Jock Martin's problem with Cambodia, it's more expensive now because the strong US dollar. This is true. It is because Cambodia uses dollars. As far as I've been going there, it's their local currency, real, which you only really use, for small transactions. Real. It's always been 4,000 real to the US dollar. In Cambodia, as a tourist, you will use dollars all the time, really. When you get out of the ATM, you will get dollars out. So, if you're a Brit and you go along there, it will be more expensive because you're not getting as much for your dollar. Yeah, Kiki. I've seen a few live streams via the Twitch platform recently from other vloggers, and I must say the video quality is impressive. I don't know. I use YouTube and I use Facebook, but I don't really use any other social media. It's a bit too time consuming for me, though. Let me see now. It was this Pages as one, bringing my guitar and going after the Western backpacker girls. Koh Rong might be an ideal for that. Koh Rong's a lovely island, beautiful. I hope that isn't spoiled by now. I hope it isn't spoiled. That's the water. Those islands. I tell you what, you walk past it and you just have to go for a swim. It's beautiful. The Koh Rong's absolutely fantastic. You've got a lot of young backpackers there. But you might like it there. Good stuff. Lovely, lovely stuff. I'd visit there again. Let's see. Seaside Freddy. Never trust a man that doesn't drink. WC Fields. I'll drink to that. I'll drink for that. Okay, let's see. Been on for over 2 hours now. So I really, really thank everybody for the input. It's been brilliant for your input. It's been great. This is my last live stream before I travel. I will, somebody said before, I'm going to miss you there. I'm not going. I am going somewhere, but in terms of YouTube, I'm not going there because I'm taking all of this with me. I'm going to be doing live streams. I'm going to be doing, but the videos come first. They come first because they're the backbone of this channel. So the videos will come first. So from next week, I will be posting videos of my travels and starting off in Bangkok. Let's see now. A few more. I'm going to wrap this up soon. Let's see. Still 237. Who's this? The phones. Big up, Steady Eddie. Master of the chicken balls. Okay. Nice to hear from you. Yeah, Connie Lingers. I always walk down to the reception with them rather than get the phone call. Symbols proves I am not embarrassed with it. ID card back then. Nod to reception. Don't give an out. Okay, whatever. What's that? David Coleman. Good story, Eddie. Let the young lads. I was bloody going mad at the time. Absolutely going mad at the time. And she's a beautiful girl as well. Jock Martins. Ed, you got my views on Cambodia for sure, and many others. We are looking for pastures new now that Thailand has become close to Western prices. Yeah, absolutely. Thailand is no longer the bargain it once was. It's still a cheap country, but it's come on, let's get real. Everyone by now who follows, Thai, social media with regards to Thai vloggers and all that, knows the price of these bar fines and shorts, everything's, it's just gone a bit extortionate now. So I think personally, you'll see the rise of people using dating apps, and it'll probably be boom time for freelancers. I think it will be, simply because I don't think guys are going to be paying those expensive bar fines and all that kind of stuff for very long. Yours travels. I'm going to bar hop see as many bars as possible. Also means I'm not buying 200 baht lady drinks. Love spending money. Hate getting ripped off. Very nicely put, yours. Very, very nicely said. I agree with you there. Peter's one. The bar girls in Cambodia are lazy compared to Thailand. In what way? I was going to Cambodia for years, and the bar girls there are wonderful. There's some lovely, lovely girls there. Absolutely lovely girls. Lovely girls. What's this? Connie Lingus. Nobody talks to each other on this channel. Fair enough. It ain't Foxy Bingo. Some YouTubers, personally, I like this. Okay, good for you anyway. Good for you. Good for you. Tom Easton. Might see you. Might see you there. I travel in 26 days and staying for 2 months. Okay, fair enough. Michael Janaeus. Eddie, wherever the Chinese or Indians start to swarm, they end up destroying. I went to Hainan thinking I would find a relaxing tropical island. Horrible place, nothing special, including girls. Okay. Ramsey, is it easy to get a visa to Cambodia, traveling to Thailand on 30th of November? As far as I know, I mean, well, it depends where you are, but you can go online. I think you can get a visa. I'm not up to date with these things right now. I'm going to have to sort my visa out. But you can get a visa online. That's what a lot of people do. You can also the land border crossings are open. if you do a land border crossing, they'll do your visa with you there quite easily, really. But I've heard it's not so easy. Even though the land borders are open now between Thailand and Cambodia, there's not a lot of companies. I've heard from someone there's not a lot of companies that are operating simply because there's not much demand in it at this moment in time. But I think that will increase once the peak season comes here. Seaside Freddy, owing at the financial crisis in China, we're forced to have to turn down a bunch of the zombie structures in Chinook. Oh no, I don't think so. I think Chinookville as we knew it is a thing of the past. Wells 32, 4 days flying time to Thailand. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Let me see. Ian Bowden. Have you ever been to Koh Lipe, Eddie? No, there's so many. I always forget where that one is. Is that's supposed to be the beautiful tropical island? No, I've never been to that one. I've never actually been to that one. I believe it's very nice. I've seen lots of islands though, and islands are wonderful there, but they do tend to sort of look the same after a while. Really. Connie Linger, Storm and Norman, never trust a man who does not like cats. Really, I like cats. I like cats. I love cats. Seaside Freddy, Eddie, thanks for the live stream. Always great discussing. Safe travel. Okay, thanks for that, mate. Anyway, thanks for that. I'm going to wrap this thing up a little bit soon now. Let's see. Let's see what we've got here. Anything else to talk about? Have you seen the new Elvis film? I thought it was fantastic. Apparently, I think it was Big Fat Bestie said that he's going to be watching that on the airplane. I'll probably watch it on the flight. If you've got it on the flight, anyway, I'll probably watch it on the flight. I've seen lots of Elvis films, and this story is really well documented. But apparently, that Elvis film, the recent one, apparently it's really quite exceptional. So I will be looking forward to seeing that. Anyway. Peter's one, it could be that there's not many customers with the girls in Cambodian ladybirds, so the girls seem. One problem I did notice, last time I was going to Cambodia, is that the mobile phone, they seem, all these glamorous girls and they're all sitting around looking at the bloody mobile phone. I did notice that. Yeah, I did notice that. Jason Ammons, if you had 1 year or 10 years, where would you live at? You have 30 years. I'll probably live in Pattaya. I know it's a bit over the top, but I'd probably live there. Yeah, yours travels. Also, guys, I grabbed my international driving license to save the fine to Pattaya and Phuket. I'm a bit tired and Phuket when driving. Good luck. I don't do it, mate. I just don't. I don't do scooters or anything like that. I just rely on the public transport. But good for you, mate. Anyway, good for you. Yours travels. Connie already got 2 ladies sorted for tired and one get you miles ahead of me. I've got nothing sorted. I'll be bloody having a wank the first. I've got nothing sorted there. Good for you, yours. Good for you. Good for you. I haven't sold it. Bon voyage yet. Great stream. I haven't gone yet. Thanks, mate. Anyway, cheers. Jock Martins, best of luck on your travels, fella. Looking forward to the Cambodian vids, Ed. Okay. Why, oh, why, Phils? Eddie, what did you have for your tea tonight? Well, to be honest with you, because I haven't had an Asda delivery, I'm trying to get rid of all the stuff that's in the fridge and in the cupboards. So what did tonight? I had a lasagna. The last time I had the lasagnas, I had a couple of rashers of bacon thrown in there, mushrooms, and toast. I love toast. So that's what I had. And as the lasagna, You know, it always with toast. It's the button. But I think I might just have some cheese on toast tonight anyway. Late night snack anyway. Thanks for asking. Seaside Freddy, heard that you can't get a visa to land board in Newfield. Discouraging the backpackers. Hopefully all news. I know of two borders between Thailand and Cambodia. And the one that you mentioned there, that was the first one I went to, and that was very, very dodgy. That there was all kinds of shady buggers trying to ask for your passport, really, to try and blackmail you, and cause problems for you and extort money. Whereas the Poi Pet one, if you're on your way to Siam Reap, then that's much, much, much better, much better. But I heard that the actual companies that arrange your travel, they haven't got enough customers yet, so they're not really operating. Oh God, he's good. This guy, he's good. He's good. Okay, Bobby Crush. So what's the Elvis film on the plane, Eddie? If there's turbulence, you'll be all shook up. My God, Bobby, that is a classic. Good for you, mate. That is bloody good. That's bloody good. Bend over. Never trust a man that don't like pussy. Cheers, Eddie. Connie Lingers, I like Big Fat Bestie. Good guy. That's a work in the gathers to make you respect. Bestie is a cool guy. He's a cool guy. I like Bestie. I've never actually met him in person. I've interviewed him on this channel, and he's probably on a plane right now coming back from Pattaya. Pity that because I would love to have met up with him, but he's a really, really good guy. And his hotel reviews are wonderful. Please check them out. Well worth a look. Oh my God. Why do I feel, Eddie, you're going to see Gaza in time? You're talking about Gaza, the footballer. I'm not really a big football fan. I mean, he might be interesting to see. Apparently, he's doing the rounds, isn't he? An audience with Gaza, Paul Gascoigne. I'm not sure that would interest me personally. So probably not. Probably not. But I'm sure he'll get people's interest anyway. Ian Brown, hope the journey goes smoothly for you, Eddie. Looking forward to your next video from hot, steamy Bangkok. Fabulous. Okay, thanks for that, mate. Thanks for that. Okay, so we're coming to the end of this now. Okay, let's see. David Cole, this time they changed the laws on weed smoking back to back. I know they can't make them bloody. I'm glad that I don't take because I just don't. I just don't trust them. 1 minute you can get put in prison for it. The next minute it's legal. It might have gone back the other way by next week. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it. To be honest with you. Yours, 4,000 baht. That's about 100 quid for meal and ticket to see Gaza. Well, some people may think that that's worth it. Some people may think that's worth it. So, it's some people will pay that. Bobby Crush, brilliant stream. Thank you, Bobby. Ian Baum, we met Bestie in Pattaya, February 2020. Yeah, a smashing guy. Yeah, I'm sure. I'd love to meet him. Really good for that. Great personality. Teddy Jones, another awesome stream. Classic Sweeney. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Listen, guys, I'm going to finish now. We've been on for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for coming along. We've found plenty to talk about. Oh, okay. We've made a bit of it up as we go along, but it's been all in good fun. Right. So I may post a little video or something going on there. You never know. But probably the next time you'll hear from me, I'll be posting videos from traveling to Bangkok, or maybe when I'm in Bangkok or whatever. That will be sometime next week. Listen, guys, all the best, everyone. I'm leaving there for my winter adventures pretty soon. Hopefully, some of you too are. Might even meet some of you out there. Okay. So in the meantime, have a great weekend. All the best to everybody, and in the words of Vera Lynn, we'll meet again some sunny day. Thai sunshine. Okay. We'll meet again some sunny day. Okay. God bless you guys. I'll see you soon. Cheers.